Hello. So I've tried doing this recording like 3-4 times and it's just not working for me. So I'm really hoping that this will work. I'm gonna have to stop fiddling because I have a habit of doing that, and every time I watch back my recordings, it really irritates me. So there's two things that, so straight away you know that I'm wearing my pyjamas. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm a disgrace. So yeah, I'm wearing my pyjamas, which actually brings me on to my next point that I didn't plan on saying, but now we're talking about clothes, I think it's really important for us to acknowledge it. So it came to my attention last week that I have worn the same jumper in the last 5 recordings, and it's this one. And I would like to lie to you and say, oh, it's just a happy coincidence and I rarely wear this top and it's so weird. But the truth of the matter is that I always wear this jumper. It has become quite quickly my favourite jumper of all time. And I would like to say that I don't sleep in it, but the truth of the matter is that I do. And I essentially live in it. And every day that I don't wear this jumper, admittedly those days are very infrequent, but those days that I don't, I feel less of a human being. Yeah, I wear this jumper a lot, a hell of a lot, and I don't plan to stop anytime soon, so I imagine that you will see me wear this jumper quite a lot in future videos. And I'm not remotely sorry, so yeah. Anyway, next point. So aside from that, how are you? How are you doing? And you may notice that I'm in a different location, so this is my mum's house. Something happened over the last couple of days and I've been a bit weepy because I'm pathetic. So because I'm pathetic, I needed the help of my mum, so I stayed at my mum's house last night and the night before. Did I stay the night before? I feel like I stayed the night before. No, I didn't, it was just last night. Yeah, so I'm feeling a bit better now, but I'm still just a bit sad. But I won't go into that because this recording is supposed to be like semi-upbeat. So the two things, the two things I want to talk about is I want to talk to you about plastic-free shampoo because that's my life, and I also want to talk to you about my holiday that I have booked for October, which I'm really excited about. So let's go into the plastic-free shampoo. So because I'm desperate to be cool's not the right word, because I'm desperate to limit my plastic consumption, I went into LUSH and I got myself some shampoo and conditioners, but I didn't get labels because of course labels contain plastic, so this comes from memory, but it's fine because my memory is shit hot. The first one that I got, smells so good, is Soak and Float. So Soak and Float is for those people that have like dandruff or like quite sensitive scalps, which I kind of do. So it just kind of made sense to buy this one. I was going to do a review like months and months ago, but instead what I did, I purchased these in December, both of them, and I've used them for like 2.5 solid months. Solid, pun intended. And I feel like I am knowledgeable enough now to give you a really good review on them. I'm going to try and be as objective as I possibly can. So this one, I love the shampoo. So I haven't used any other one apart from this Soak and Float. It smells really nice. It smells clean. I wouldn't say that it smells like perfumey because it just doesn't. It's almost quite It's quite clinical in many respects, but it smells fresh, so it's quite pleasant. I must admit that whilst using this, no one has commented upon how my hair smells nice over the last couple of months, and that's fine, that's okay. Whereas like if I use other shampoos, and sometimes like people comment, oh, is that your hair? It's like, well, yeah. So no one's actually said anything about this, but I don't find this unpleasant. And when you use it in the bath or the shower, initially I was getting my hair wet and then like dragging it down my hair. I've since discovered that the best way to do this is like put it under the tap and massage it between your fingers, and then it becomes like a lather, becomes like a soapy goodness. You can just put that on your head. It doesn't actually require too much, and before you know it, like a very small amount goes a very, very long way. And before you know it, you have like really clean hair. So that's quite good. However, now there's this one. So this one's called Big. It is one of many of their conditioners. And when I went into LUSH initially, I wasn't particularly motivated to buy a conditioner because, well, one, I didn't think that was an option, and two, I just didn't even conceive the idea that they might have conditioners in solid form, but I humoured it. It's not the best thing that I've ever used. I think I will continue to use it. Going forward, because I'm so motivated in not having plastic cosmetics and plastic hair products, I won't go back. But it does pain me to say this, is that there are better conditioners on the market. And the reason why I say this is because you can't, it's quite difficult to actually get into your hair. The only thing that I have, and I haven't really noticed my hair being like overly soft anyway, or like you know, like more manageable, as if I wouldn't use a conditioner at all. So for that reason, I just kind of seemed a bit of a wasted product. However, that one's called Big because it's got sea salt in it, and it's supposed to make your hair bigger. And I have very thin hair. I just have a lot of it, so I'm very fortunate. So when I do use this, it does make my hair bigger, so by the very definition of the name. So I can't say that it works from a conditioning perspective because it perhaps just doesn't, but it does work from a cosmetic look. And I've just become very aware after talking about hair products that I haven't washed my hair in like 3 days, so it may look a bit straggy. Actually, it doesn't look that bad, but it's not clean hair. So if you're thinking, oh well, they sound like good products but your hair looks a mess, don't base it on this. Like, just try it, and if you do try it, let me know and tell me what you think. So I'm gonna move these away now. So the next thing that I want to tell you about, and I actually wrote a blog piece on my website, eathappy.co.uk. You're very welcome. To tell you, my friends, that I am going to Peru in October, and it's been a childhood dream of mine. I remember when I was 8 years old, maybe even younger, it was my first ever project in primary school where I had to take the work home, and it was about, what do you know about Peru? And I got an A. Of course I did. And since then it's always been on my mind. And I travelled to Australia a couple of years ago, and when I travelled to Australia I was really tempted in going to Latin America, but I opted to go to Australia just because of like the language barrier. I just didn't want to have one for like my first big trip by myself. So now I've gone travelling and I've been exposed to the world a little bit, I've decided that I'm going to Peru in October. Admittedly, I'm not going for too long, I'm only going for 9 days, but in that time I'm going for a 4-day camping experience along the Inca Trail. I hate camping. I hate camping so much. Whilst it will be a challenge, it will be something to forever remember, which ultimately is the reason why I'm doing it. So please prepare for vlogs in Peru because, you know, that's who I am, that's my life now. So I'm gonna go, I'm gonna love you and leave you. But if you do use Big or Soak and Float, then please do let me know, and let me know what you think of it and whether you've had like good experience or bad experience, although I feel quite good in my reviews, so hopefully it works for you should you want to try it. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Have a lovely day and I will speak to you later. Bye. Later.